Jelly. Say goodbye to everybody, Jelly. Anyway, this is the last day we're here at the Doxinators. It's Monday morning, the 10th of May, 2021. And there's Jill. So, yeah.
Oh, you got a treat.
You got a treat.
Dave got a treat.
Doxy does have another dog named Champ. Champ's not feeling well these days, so we're not putting him in the videos because he's just not up to it. But Jilly is her own wonderful self after having surgery a couple of weeks ago. There's a little bone, what was it, a bone spur on her spine or something that was really causing her a lot of trouble.
It was like a slipped disc in her neck.
Yeah,
It was pressing against her spine.
Wow. She's doing real good now. She's just back to normal.
She is.
She really is. Yeah. Hey everybody, we're going to do a couple of letters here today, and then I'm going to get on in Little Adam and head back a little to the northwest in Hitchcock speak, back to beautiful Morganton, North Carolina. Oh, okay. So I've got my Doxinator's iPad here, and I'm going to read some letters, and we're going to have some comments from the Doxinator, who will remain off camera. Quick thing with Doxinator. Last night we watched Nomadland again. I watched it again. He watched it for the first time on Redbox DVD. And I'll be honest with you, watching it in a home setting on a big screen, you know, on a TV screen and all that, wasn't the same thing as watching it in a movie theater. I kind of was a little yawning and kind of, okay, there's something psychological about watching a movie on a television versus a movie theater. Movie theater, you're totally involved in it. It totally envelops you. I found the movie a little bit on the dull, slow-paced side watching it on the littler screen. I did, and I probably, if I could have, would have hit the, fast forward at a couple of scenes. I still liked the movie. I still got, I still thought Bob's little soliloquy at the end there about his son was very touching. I still felt it was a good movie, but I thought it was much more powerful on the big screen. Now, Mr. Doxy, what do you think?
The movie was, to me, was like an outline of Nomads. It really wasn't a deep dive look in the daily lives of it. It was just like I said, it was like an outline, an overview. And the part that got me, she decided not to live with her sister. She decided not to live with David Stratham, her possible beau. And then she winds up back at her Amazon job. But through the movie, there's no happiness in her. She's sad the whole movie.
Yeah.
And to me, she wasn't upbeat at all about the nomad life. It just, I don't know. It didn't leave me with a taste of, I want to go out and be a nomad, because she didn't look happy throughout the whole movie. And she had a lot of sadness in her life. I get that, but we've seen nomads through the years. They've covered tons of them. And, they're happy Mikes, and there's happy Erics, and there's happy Carols. And but there was no happiness in her at all.
I wouldn't use the term happy, but I think there was a certain sense of closure, I guess is a better word to put it. The death of her husband, there was no closure there for her, and somehow by that second year going to the RTR and getting into the cycle of that nomad life, there seemed to be, I don't know, she obviously lost something big when she lost her husband, but it was a personal journey for her. And if you watched it very subtly, and again, big screen was better for me, you did see the kind of, not a happiness come over her, but a certain closure and time to move on with her life. Bob's the same way. Bob, you don't get, you lose somebody you love, you don't get, okay, a year goes by, now I'm happy again. No. I don't know. Anyway, I thought it was a good movie. I give it
for $2 at Redbox. Watch it.
Yeah,
if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now let's do some letters. Snorton says, I'm 66 and I've lived at 6,000 feet elevation for over 18 years. I have no problem with it. But then again, I'm not a bleepity bleep bleep bleep. Okay, we're not going to say that one. Thumbs Up Man said, I went over to Randy the Mobile Traveler's channel and told him to go pick up his trash. Apparently the folks there at Aja Acres there in beautiful Williams, Arizona, or near it, Randy left his busted up, shall we say, RV there like last fall, and it's still sitting there attracting scorpions, spiders, and possibly the occasional rodent.
His Class A looks like a Class F.
We were talking about people adjusting to higher altitudes. You know, I mean, when you go from Phoenix up to Flagstaff, as Camper Carol did, she said she was, especially as you get older, you have issues with your breathing. How do you acclimate to that? You know, Scott Strong says there are both immediate and long-term acclimatization mechanisms to high altitude. In addition to an increase in breathing and heart rate, the body increases production of 2,3-BPG, whatever that is, which allows for more oxygen to be released to the tissues, but that takes several days. A long-term adjustment is to increase the level of red blood cells, which can take a month. So as you get older, you know, it can take several days to a month just to get somewhat acclimated. I don't know, man. Rip Snorton says Attack of the Friendlies, sequel to Night of the Living Dead. Patty Stewart says a certain nomad we don't talk about there in Arizona says should mind her own business. Aja Pandemonium is perfectly capable of taking care of her own matters. Well, I guess Randy had offered her the step, right? The step, you know, because he didn't need that anymore, I guess, and she needs a step, I guess, for her vehicle or whatever, and it turned out to be an old box, just an old beat-up box. It wasn't even like a real step, and she kind of looked at it after the service geezer looked at it, and just kind of, yeah, we don't want this. Campgoer 1 says, Jilly's a cutie. Do you agree, Doxinator?
100%.
100%. Grumpy old lady says, Dave, why are you calling me a grumpy old man? You've said it a few times now. Okay, as you can see here, I'm using my Doxinator's iPad, which gives me a full view of your title. When I use the phone, these cheap shit phones here, it only gives me the truncated version of your title of your channel. So it'll go grumpy old ... And I kind of go, okay, I got it. It'll say just nomadic ...
Well, there used to be a channel, Grumpy Old Man.
There used to be Grumpy Old, yeah. So I literally, I now can see your grumpy old lady. But when I do I don't often do my live chats. I mean, my letters using the phones. So, but that's the reason that. Sorry, grumpy old lady. Please don't be grumpy. Danny Foster says if someone gets hurt from Randy's rig there, will there be an insurance issue for Aja? This is a brand new property which is being fixed up nicely. I'm sure Aja doesn't want anyone to think that they can just leave broken down rigs there. Very interesting point there. Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's it's why you have insurance, I guess, for your if it's on your land and somebody leaves a broken down car, vehicle, whatever, and then somebody gets hurt on it, and then what are they going to do? You know, yeah, that's a very good insurance question. I don't know. I have to call my insurance agent and ask. Yeah, we'll call Randy from State Farm, Jake from State Farm. Bob Outdoors says Randy should do a super chat like Unstoppable Morgan to fix up his RV. He's done that before. He has done some of those before. Maybe he should do another one, and at least for the money to tow it out of there and get it somewhere else. And then he's got to find a place to park it. And if he's going to be working on it this spring, I mean, he needs someplace to do that. And obviously, he's getting evicted, or they want to evict him from Aja Acres. I don't know. And again, Daniel J. Bear says the same thing. Why is everyone so concerned about Randy's RV? It's sitting on Aja's property. She is the only one that needs to be concerned. Take a chill pill, everyone, or mind your own business. Danny McNally says, sorry I missed your call, Dave. I was in bed with the glamping guys. I guess you can watch YouTube in bed, right? Cindy says, I hiked Mount Whitney Trail Crest at 13,645 feet, and it's like being underwater. Yeah, your body produces more red blood cells to carry the oxygen at high altitudes, but it takes people a few days at elevation not to feel shortness of breath and feel your heart pound. I slept at 10,000 feet every night, and finally on the fourth day I felt better. Some people do elevation better than others. That's very, very true. There's Olive says Randy's RV is trashed. It's full of mice and mice droppings. Sure, all the wiring is eaten up. Randy can't afford to have it towed to the junkyard, so Aja is stuck with doing something with it. All right, everybody. I just want to say thank you to the Doxinator. I've been here for 4 days now, and it's been a lot of fun. We had some great weather. We did get a few thunder boomers last night. but we did some good stuff, and we had a nice call. We had a really nice call in on Saturday night. So, Mr. Doxinator, what are your final words for our wonderful weekend here at Doxinator's compound?
We had a lot of fun. If you haven't watched the live chat on Saturday night, check it out. There were a lot of YouTubers that called in, and it was a lot of fun. Got to talk to a lot of people that you just normally chat with. And yes, James Rockford and I are really nice guys.
That's right. Deep down, you're both nice. You're a little curmudgeon-y, but you're both nice guys. All right. All right. Yeah, it was fun being here. Again, because of the pandemic, I was here January in early February of 2020, and then the pandemic hit, and then we hadn't, we talk on the phone every day, me and Doxy, but I hadn't gotten back down here in over a year. We both got our vaccines now, so we're relatively good, I think, there. So we felt comfortable about getting back together again. We went out to eat a couple places here. Nice burger place down there in Rock Hill, and a couple other places. And Troll Diner. We met at the Troll Diner, too. That was always nice. So, yeah, had a great time. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching. You have a wonderful rest of your Monday. And I'll see you later. Vlog